So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to talk a little bit about Flux Overdrive, which is a new mod for the Flux rifle that you can get from the index. Now what this mod does is it gives you a ton of status, but the status bonus will fluctuate between 150% and 250% over 5 seconds. Now some people thought that the description was just, poorly written, and it actually starts off at 150, and if you fire it for at least 5 seconds, it will go up to 250 and stay there. But unfortunately, from the testing I did, that is not the case, and the status chance just keeps going up and down over the 5-second period. Now, if they made this mod for anything other than a beam rifle, and I guess a bow and a sniper rifle, it would be pretty cool, because it does give you a ton of status chance when it goes up. It would make builds a little bit more expensive, but it could be pretty damn good on some weapons. But since they made it for the Flux rifle, which is a beam weapon, it's garbage. And that's because status on beam weapons is broken, because this build right here is gonna proc status just as often as this build right here, even though this build fires more than twice as fast and has 300% more status chance. Here is the first build with just Flux Overdrive and Speed Trigger, and here is the second setup, which, as I've shown you already, fires more than twice as fast and has 300% extra status chance. In comparison, if I do the same thing with something like the Prismagrakata, this happens. So going over 100% status chance on a beam weapon is pretty much useless. And that's why I don't understand why they made the status go up and down over the 5-second period, because if you build your Flux rifle without any fire rate and status mods, you will hit 100% status chance when it goes all the way up. But most of the time, since it goes up and down continuously, you'll be below 100% status chance, which is not that great. And if you do it the other way around, so you add something like Speed Trigger, so you do get 100% status chance right away, you will be overkilling it because it will fluctuate up above 100%, which, as I've said already, is kind of useless. And here is another problem that I didn't think of when I first got the mod, because I was thinking, oh cool, I get a lot of status chance, so I can use 90% elemental mods instead of dual stat mods. But as soon as I put the mods onto the Flux rifle, I realized how dumb I was, because you get the exact same amount of damage by using 3 dual stat mods and a 90% elemental mod. On top of that, you have more control over the type of damage your weapon is gonna do, because if you're, for example, running corrosive and heat, you can either add Stormbringer or Infected Clip to boost the corrosive damage, or you can add Hellfire to boost the heat damage. You are also using 8 less mod capacity, and the base status chance is higher. Now yes, with Flux Overdrive, the status chance will go up when you start firing it, but what if I just add Speed Trigger? Now my status chance is over 100%, and I've also increased my DPS by 60% because I'm now firing 16 rounds every second instead of just 10. Now yes, I did have to use another mod slot, but now the status procs will be very reliable, and my DPS went through the roof. And if I were to do the same thing over here, just add Speed Trigger, now I have the exact same setup, but it takes more mod capacity than the original one. This mod, Flux Overdrive, just doesn't make any bloody sense. The more I tested it, the more I played with it, the more I realized that the only time you would ever want to use this mod is if you didn't have another mod to put into that slot. And that's pretty much it for the video. There is not much else to say about this. It's just a garbage mod that I wouldn't recommend to anyone, really. So as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.